Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Guys, if you are a developer and you are preparing for interviews or working on any real-time projects, today topic is very important, solid principles, guys. Why it is important means let me tell you something, guys. In interviews, especially for Java, Spring Boot and microservice roles, especially 2 to 10 years of experience, they will not you ask you to write the code. They will ask you some kind of a common questions, guys. What kind of common questions? Think like, how do you ensure your code is maintainable? Okay, before going to jump into main topic, you need to understand the problem statement here. Like, how do you ensure your code is maintainable? What is your answer? What principles do you follow while designing microservices? How will you manage growing a code base with minimal bugs? These are all some kind of a common interview questions, guys. Okay, if you want to move, just writing the code, be a software engineer is not the pattern. Solid principles is very important. It helps you to write clean and testable code, guys. Okay, it keeps you your microservices is independent and loosely coupled. Every interview looks for your mindset here, how you are explaining, okay, these principles here. This topic is not like a half an hour topic to explain all principles in within half an hour. Is it difficult? So we are started a series. Each letter, yes, solid single responsibility principle with a real time example in Spring Boot applications. How you can integrate, how it will be useful. This is solid principle I'm going to explain you now, guys. Okay, so if you like these sessions, we need at least one subscribe and one like button from you guys, and your feedback is very important so that I can do more videos on this, guys. Okay, so by the end of this solid principle series, okay, just solid principle you don't know, you should able to explain confidently, and you need to implement in your code. And also you can crack tough interview questions with real time analogies and Java code here, guys. Okay, hit the subscribe button and follow the series. Now we will decode each letter, guys. S O L I D. Now in today's session, I'm going to starting with a letter called S. S represents single responsibility principle. The name itself is a single responsibility principle. Okay, now have a look here. Now agenda, what is the main understanding about solid? Like, we need to understand the core concept, real world reflections. Where are you using? Everyone knows oops principles, right? Now in the same way, solid principles, simple analogies and everyday day-to-day examples, and a code cleanup. Okay, what kind of responsibility you are doing, why it matters in real-time projects, and as part of microservices architecture, how it is important also, I am going to discuss now, guys. Okay, now we'll start about topic called what is SRP here. Means what is SRP? Every class should have only one reason to change. The name itself, if you see, guys, one reason to change. If you have, what does it mean? You may at the starting, okay, what exactly this logic? Okay, what you guys are thinking means a responsibility, means a reason to change also. Okay, that means a class can do one thing, one job, and we need to do it well. That means it helps making code maintainable, testable, and scalable also here. What does it mean? Just I'm giving a theory, right? You may not understand clearly. Now come to the point with example. I will explain you with a bad example. I will explain then how you can convert into a good SRP by following this principle. I will explain. Now you guys now idea what is SRP. Every class should have one reason to change, means with example. Okay, let me show you. Now if you see here, On day-to-day basis, when you're developing an APS, you are writing, right? Now you have a user service class where you will write a business logic. Service is a Spring Boot annotation to write our business logics, right? Now here, if you see, create a user. What is the functionality? This one, saving user to database. This is one responsibility. Send welcome email. Now if you see here, send welcome email. In user service, I am creating the user, I am sending emails is another responsibility. Generating a report, this is another responsibility here. Here it is violating SRP now. What is our SRP? Each class should have single responsibility principle. But in this class, multiple reasons. See, here it user service is one responsibility. Sending emails is another responsibility. Generating report is another responsibility. How many responsibilities? Three responsibilities we have here. Now, user service class has multiple reasons to change because it is violating single responsibility principle. When you are writing the code, it's not like a writing the code is not the correct way. You need to write properly as well. This is our problem statement here. Okay, now you got what is the problem statement, right? If you learn around 15 to 20 minutes on this topic in interview room, you can easily explain like 5 minutes of this topic here, guys. Okay, now let me jump into next slide. Same piece of code I can perform in another approach. Like I need to refactor, I need to refactor this piece of code by following SRC principle. Now see, SRP applied. See here, I have a user service. Okay, email service. What it will do? Sending emails. That is one functionality. Report service. That is another functionality. If you onboard a user, now see, I have a method onboard a user. Creating the user is one responsibility. Email service has another responsibility. Reporting service is another responsibility here. Each class has a single responsibility principle. User service is creating the user, and as well as it will be email service and reporting service. In previous example, the main business logic we are writing in the same class, but here if you observe the functionality, we are dividing into multiple classes. Multiple classes. Again, come to the definition here. If you come back, see, a class should do one job. Every class should have one reason to change. This is the meaning. Again, you can ask me, email report also I written in the same class. No, even though if you written in a class, I can apply all the operations, but every class has a independently we should write. It should not affect another class. Whatever you are making a change in the email. Okay, that is the how you can apply SRP in real time in this approach here. I will come to the few more. See here, here if you see here, email service, right? How we are refactoring. Now just observe here. Let me take a pen. Email service, it's a business logics. Send welcome email. Here one method. Report service, generate user report. This is one method. This is one method, and this is second method. So two classes. These two classes. See, user service handling, user creation. Email service is handling email sending. Report service handle report generation. Each class now has a single reason to change here, guys. Okay, this is one of the example. Let me give you another example as well, guys, in the real time world. So you are working in an organization, you have a HR, right? HR will do HR operations, like he will take an HR interviews, but HR is not responsible to do the payment system and what are the development tasks, everything. Single employee cannot perform all the activities, right, in the real time world. So here see, here if you take a employee, Employee can be a HR employee or developer employee, anything. He will not do calculating the salary, generating the report, saving the database. See, a class handling multiple concerns become hard to maintain. For one employee, maintaining all these things is kind of a difficult task. This is very here salary logic, reporting logic, database logic, everything we mixed here. Everything we here there are many reasons to change here. Same piece of code to convert. How you can do? Just think, guys, before going for next line. You need to think how we can do that, how you can main. Employee is a class. Salary calculator is another class. Report generator is another class. Employee repository is another. Multiple classes you need to divide here. The same thing I am doing right now. See here. Employee is a class. Now see salary calculator, responsibility of calculating the salary of this employee. Same employee report generator. This is one class. Employee repository. This is another class. What is the benefit? How SRPs works here? Easier to test, independent changes, reusable and maintainable. If anyone want to use this class, they can utilize. Encourages clean architecture here. This is the how it works SRP here. Now you have an idea how SRP, what is SRP, how it will be. But in terms of microservices, how it will be useful in microservices architecture. See, in monolithic, SRP applies to every classes, guys, in monolithic architecture. Okay. But in case of microservices, have a look here. Each service should have a single responsibility, handle one business capability. Means if you take a banking application is not a small application. It is kind of a huge number of services, right? In one microservice, you cannot perform accounts, transaction, notification, loan in single project. No, you should follow SRP, single responsibility principle, one business capability. How you can do? You need to split responsibilities. Account microservice managing user accounts, transaction microservice handling deposit and withdrawals, notification service sending alerts and emails, loan microservice managing the loan applications here. Each service has one reason to change when its specific responsibility is affected here, guys. This is the how SRP works in the real time here. Okay. Now you in the real time you have a controller layer, you have a user service will communicate to email service and reporting service. Here user servicing is delegating responsibility to individual service here. This is the how your architecture will be look like here, guys. Okay, now you got some idea, right, on this concept. Now another example, like a restaurant. If you take who are doing a cook, he is not the like managing the bill, serve the cook, right? Chef cooks where it will be the serve the food. Manager is the responsible for the managing the bills here. So everyone has a single responsibility here. Okay, what is the benefit of using SRP? Means easy to understand, it will improve the testing, flexible to change without side effects, reusability of the components here, guys. That is a functionality of what is SRP here, guys. Thank you for watching. The next in the next video we are going to discuss open and closed principle. If you like this session, like, subscribe and share our channel, guys. Okay, thank you very much.